This is my own personal view regarding when Srila Prabhupada gives his order for the next Acharya or Acharyas. While I have not found direct evidence that this is what Srila Prabhupada said would happen, it is based on the past precedent and tradition. As far as who Srila Prabhupada could give his order to become actual guru, he could give to any of his bona fide disciples, not just a GBC or a Ritvik representative. While His Divine Grace was a disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, he was a Grihasta while Bhaktisiddhanta was present. He never lived in the Gaudiya Math ashrams. He wasn't a sannyasi within the Gaudiya Math. He didn't take he didn't hold any authority within the Gaudiya Math organization. He wasn't a temple president. He wasn't a GBC. And actually, he never formed a GBC, even though Bhaktisiddhanta had ordered them to. But Srila Prabhupada didn't reside in any of the Gaudiya Math ashrams. As a sannyasi, before coming to the West, Srila Prabhupada had procured a room at the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. He never resided in any of the Gaudiya Math ashrams or the ashrams of his godbrothers. Yet it was he whom Srila Prabhupada gave his order to become the next Acharya. When a brahmacharya is ready to enter the Grihastha ashram, he asks permission from his guru to take leave of his guru's ashram so that he may start his own ashram, his Grihastha ashram. He is still 100% subservient of his guru, but he will no longer live in the ashram of his guru. Before the guru leaves this world, he couldn't select any of his disciples to become the next Acharya, and whoever he selects would, according to past traditions, assume the authority and the management of the guru's ashrams when the guru leaves. Or he could select someone like a Grihastha and advise him to keep his own ashram and as his ashram and separate from the guru's ashram. Either way, when one becomes an actual guru, a regular guru, as Srila Prabhupada was saying here, that regular actual guru will become the master and authority for the ashram in which he resides, where he acts as the guru. That is the process and the system of disciplic succession. Generally, the guru only selects and authorizes one disciple to become guru. However, when a guru selects and authorizes multiple disciples to become, so there's many gurus, there is no past precedence of authorizing multiple gurus for the one same ashram organization. If a guru authorizes multiple disciples to become guru, then they each start their own ashrams. Or as in the case of Madhvacharya, he divided up his 10 centers into 10 separate centers, and each one had their own guru. When we examine the history of our sampradaya, this is the only past precedence that has been followed. We find that no past acharya had started a multiple center organization like ISKCON, and then that guru departed and asked multiple disciples to all become gurus within that one organization of ashrams, especially when Srila Prabhupada, the guru, has set up a GBC system and authorized the GBC to be the ultimate authority of that organization. Srila Prabhupada had created an international worldwide organization of ashrams, and he had set up this GBC to manage these organizations on his behalf. He had specifically said that the GBC was to be the highest master, the ultimate authority for that multiple center ashram organization. And he never mentioned any future gurus and where they were to fit into that system of authority. There is absolutely no past precedence for how such a system were to work, and Srila Prabhupada never gave any guidance. So that is why I say that when Srila Prabhupada does give his order for someone to become an actual guru, that the only way they can become an actual guru is that they have to start their own separate ashram. And in that separate ashram, they will become the guru of that ashram, of their own mission. Srila Prabhupada, when he became an actual guru, he started his own separate mission outside of the Gaudiya Math. So gurus could start their own ashrams, even on the same street as an ISKCON temple. And we and our disciples, if we were a guru, could freely associate with ISKCON devotees and cooperate with ISKCON's GBC to spread Mahaprabhu's mission. That would be an ideal future. In ISKCON's ashrams, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada is still there as the active founder Acharya, as the one who still gives initiations through a Ritvik system. Well, he gave absolutely no instructions on how multiple gurus were to function in his ISKCON mission. He did give full guidance and instruction on how the GBC was to manage and how the Ritviks were to continue to conduct the initiation ceremonies on his behalf, where the new members continued to be his disciples. For that system, he gave full guidance in writing with his signature. But for there to be multiple gurus operating in the ISKCON centers, he never once said anything about that situation and how it would work. There is especially nothing in writing. And neither is there any past president sent by any past acharya ever authorizing multiple disciples to become regular gurus within a multiple center ashrams where there existed a GBC, ultimate managing authority. So yes, I've gone through all this over and over and over. But this is why I say, in my opinion, that Srila Prabhupada does, when he does give his order for the others to become regular gurus, that they must do so only within their own separate ashram and not part of ISKCON. That is the traditional system. And this is also the precedent that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta and our Srila Prabhupada gave. When Srila Bhaktisiddhanta gave our Srila Prabhupada the order to become guru, he did not want him to become guru within the Gaudiya Math. But he told Srila Prabhupada to remain outside, to remain aloof. So when Srila Prabhupada did become guru, he started his own separate ISKCON organization, his own separate ashrams, where then Srila Prabhupada became the master within that ashram, that mission. And that is what the new acharyas would have to do.